The country is crying out for leadership. Leadership that can unite us, leadership that brings us together. That's what the presidency is. The duty to care for all of us, not just those who vote for us, but all of us. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. With unity, we can do great things, important things. The MAGA Republicans don't just threaten our personal rights and economic security. They're a threat to our very democracy. Driven by conviction, and devoted to one another and the country we love with all our hearts, we must, with one overwhelming, unified voice, speak as a country. They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence.
Hi, everybody. Ira Bruce here with Independent News Network. 5 days until election time, November 8th, and it is down to the wire. Last night, Joe Biden gave a very different speech from what he gave when he was inaugurated. I want to go ahead and play something for you right now so you remember exactly what his speech was like on his inauguration day.
This is America's day. This is democracy's day. A day of history and hope, of renewal and resolve. Through a crucible for the ages, America has been tested anew, and America has risen to the challenge. Today, we celebrate the triumph not of a candidate, but of a cause, the cause of democracy. Democracy is precious. Democracy is fragile. And at this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed.
So now, let me give you a little clip from last night's speech about the threat to democracy. And in this incoming election, if Republicans are elected into power, this is going to be a total threat to democracy. Now tell me if you don't think this is exactly the opposite from what he said on Election Day.
This year, I hope you'll make the future of our democracy an important part of your decision to vote and how you vote. In our bones, we know democracy is at risk.
So there you go. That right there, the difference in tone, the difference in rhetoric, the difference in his demeanor is 180 degrees. Joe Biden has nobody to blame for this midterm election than himself. Let me also remind you folks about what Joe Biden did day one of his presidency.
What I'm going to be signing here is a link to COVID, and it's requiring, as I said all along, where I have authority, mandating masks be worn, social distancing be kept on federal property and interstate commerce, etc. This is the first one I'm signing. And second one I'm signing here.
So there you go. Day one, he had a stack of executive orders wiping out everything, all the advances, all the gains, everything that Trump had done for this country. Wiped it out in one day. So who is to blame for that? That was just day one. Other days he had more and more and more and more executive orders that he is signing, totally disbanding everything that was put in place. He got rid of the pipeline. He got rid of the building of the border wall. He got rid of everything that Trump had done to build this economy. Just like you saw in that speech with Donald Trump.
This week, we inaugurate a new administration and pray for its success in keeping America safe and prosperous. We extend our best wishes And we also want them to have luck, a very important word.
He was very cordial. He wished Joe Biden the best. Donald Trump actually said he has been left, Joe Biden, with a great foundation. All Joe Biden had to do was keep the status quo, and our country would have been in great shape. We would have sailed to prosperity. But no, look at what this country has become, and this is all because of Joe Biden and all of his executive orders and everything else that he's done to tear down the economy, tear down big oil, tear down the border wall, tear down the border itself, tear down. Joe Biden, with his executive orders, wiped out everything that we were enjoying as an American people with Donald Trump and what Donald Trump put in place. Now, yes, Donald Trump might not have been the best person as a person, but as a businessman, we were just enjoying the best economy, the lowest job rate in history. All minorities, all across the board, everybody was enjoying the low unemployment rate. And now Joe Biden likes to boast about how low the unemployment rate still is. The unemployment rate is low because Joe Biden continues to give people money where they don't have to work. So they're not even looking for work, and that's why the unemployment rate is as low as it is. But look, we have supply chain problems. We have problems getting people to work. So yeah, while the unemployment rate might remain low, there's a problem trying to get people to go back to work. So you can't sit there and boast about how great the unemployment rate is when people are begging, business owners are begging to have people come to work for them. So this coming election needs to be a referendum against Joe Biden and all of his executive orders and all of his climate change stuff and all of his progressive policies and all of his getting us back into the climate accord and all of his trying to get us back into the Iran deal and everything else that he's doing to ruin this country. We need to vote. We need to get this country turned back around. And the only way to do it is to get Republicans back in office and get moving in the direction that this country used to be in. I'm going to keep this video short. I wanted you to watch what I saw and what I remember from Joe Biden and what he's done. Lest we forget, never let him forget what he did to this country with all of his executive orders. Vote Republican. Let's get this country turned back around. Thank you so much for watching this video.